Welcome to Salento With Love. I'm Davide Mengoli and it's Passion and Love episode 3. Things have been gently moving on, and you probably noticed from previous videos in other series that once the demolition is completed, then really the next phase is the plumbing. So just remember, if you're doing a list of things that are important to follow, well, remember that plumbing is very important. It runs underneath your house, it runs behind the walls, so it's very important to actually tackle it at the right time. Let's go in and see what's happening. Wow, more rubble. So rubble has been removed and rubble has been replaced by some more rubble, because the more digging you do, the more rubble comes through. So it actually rhymes. The more digging you do, the more rubble comes through. Okay, it's interesting. But let's see what's happening in here. I think Simone is working in digging a very deep hole. So let's get a look. So here we are. Buongiorno Simone.
Buongiorno.
And wow, yes, there is some digging going on. Quindi stai facendo uno scavo per trovare il tubo della fogna, giusto?
Sì, giusto.
So yes, that's the sewer that is going through all the way into the toilet area. So that's where the toilet was. Fantastic. So yes, because the kitchen is going to be on the other side of that wall, and also there's going to be a little spa room here. So it's going to connect into that. So he needed to dig there to create a junction to connect everything together. But it's also a very good opportunity during the plumbing to replace the cast iron pipes, because this one's here that will rot and then you'll end up drinking rusted water. Yes, as we were saying before he started to make some noise, but it's very important when you are doing a refurb to replace the cast iron pipes that run through the system that were used up until the 1980s, 1990s, and then everything switched over to galvanized and later on to PEX, to plastic, which is really the best material that you can use. So whenever you're doing your plumbing, it's something that you should really keep in mind, because otherwise they will continue to rust away and you will have some leaks going underneath the pavement, underneath the floors, or you'll have some leaks inside the walls. And sometimes, you think you're opening the tap and everything works, and you're spending money tiling a bathroom, or you're spending money redoing a kitchen or a flooring. And perhaps just a little effort will save you from so much trouble, apart from drinking water that doesn't contain rust sediment. Things have been developing over the last few weeks, and the stages are always very similar. So let's step inside. He's working on the outside. Well, there's been a little bit of a change going from the digging of the floor and getting the plumbing sorted out. But let's just go through and trying to understand exactly what happened there in the last 4 weeks. So the stages in getting a property to this level are always very similar. You do the construction part of it, then you get into your plumbing, into your electrics, and then you start with either plasterboarding, painting, flooring, and all of those things, doors, windows, that can actually add the finished touch. So to this particular property, a layer of plasterboard has been added, a dry lining or rock wall. No, I think it's called rock board in the United States. But you may correct me by putting a little message at the bottom, but I think that's what it is. And with a spacer behind as well, so that allows the wall behind to breathe, but at the same time it stops anything coming through. So that's been applied everywhere in all the spaces. Also the electrics, as you can see, is got new electrics running all the way through. So now it's got a technological system that is going to work with probably a good elements of domotics. Then we'll step inside the kitchen, and Well, here you can see an incredible amount of plumbing and elements have happened, just getting it ready for all the things that you need, including a fuse board that controls just all the appliances that are in the kitchen. Yes, those days of just having a single switch that turns the whole house off are over. So if you're doing a property, you're going to make sure that your electrics work perfectly well. Fridge is going there, as you have seen on the render. It will appear and it will be exactly there. But the area that excites me the most is this. Now imagine sitting here, a beautiful sofa, maybe a luminaria at the top, adding an amazing charm to this space, and you can see a beautiful bathtub there. Yes, this area here, which is getting ready at the moment for some underfloor heating to go in. Insulation has just been delivered, and this polystyrene, very light material that will be added over the top. It's going to be a little spa. So you can imagine this beautiful bathtub here, a very relaxing area, a cementina fill with the flooring, everything tiled, and then a beautiful glass sliding door with probably a tint of something taking you into the bathroom, where you'll have a double big shower over there. Always good to have a big shower. A sink, bathroom. Here in Italy, you could see the Geberit, which was really the main brand, which it takes the name, I think, from the person that invented it. But the water cisterns are actually embedded into the wall. We don't have in Italy these boxes up at the top. You pull out. No, that belongs in the past. This has been used now for many, many years. So when you see this in Italy, it's a very, very, I would say it's a nice way of concealing and getting extra space in your bathroom. This is going to be a beautiful walk-in shower. So, passion and love. I could say that this property has come a long way from when we started. I know that I haven't been documenting every stage, but then remote refurbishing on the other end has been documenting every stage. One of the reasons is it's impossible for me to stop and see every single one and film every single one of them. So you may have to come over and see what happens over here. Even the poster is going down because they're working outside today. So they started to sand down the facade. Luigi's here. Ciao Luigi.
Ciao.
Luigi's working, it's sanding down, stai sgrattando tutta la parte esterna, poi la stucchi immagino?
Sì, la sciacquiamola e stucchiamo tutto. Registriamo tutto.
E poi un bel bianco quarzo.
Prendere, sì, bianco.
Bianco.
Un bel quarzo antiaga, un quarzo buono.
Fantastical. So here in Italy they use these quartz paints which are very good. It stops as well, you know, these stains that you see on buildings appearing. These are very old materials that they used to use up until the 80s and 90s. So it's going to sand it all down, it's going to take care of the little cracks, and then it's going to paint it all. So what can I say? Passion. Never forget that what drives the world, it is passion. What drives me is definitely passion and love for what I do, for the people that love what I do, and I love to deliver to the people that love what I do. So the board is over there. We may take this and put it somewhere else with so much happening. I hope you've enjoyed this passion and love episode. On the next one, well, maybe flooring, maybe almost finishing, who knows? But one thing is for sure, passion and love, it's the way to live your life. Stay safe wherever you are.